Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to another vlog. I am all ready for the day because I'm going to be spending half of my day today in the podcast studio. My co-host Sarah is here, and we're going back to the first studio that we recorded in, wow, like last year, whenever we started this. I can't even remember. So that is like the setting in the background that you're going to see in, let me think. Not this morning's podcast. That's the one that we had to film remotely, but maybe starting next week's. I think that's where we're at. Definitely losing track of time. So I had to go to my eye doctor's beforehand to pick up my new glasses. I'm so excited. I think I mentioned going and getting my prescription renewed, I think towards the end of Mishmas. So I just had to get new glasses that I wear without my contacts. So I wear contacts, and then I have glasses that I wear when I'm driving at night, basically. So I've got those. And then I had glasses that I just wore in lieu of contact lenses. Those glasses, that prescription I had had for a long time because I barely wear them. I wear them for like, the hour or so that I'm awake and the like 15 minutes right before bed. When I take my contacts out and I get into bed and I like read for a little while, but that's it. So I've been putting it off, but it got to the point where like I just can't see. I can't see anything out of these glasses anymore. I can't see my iPhone. I can't see my iPad. I can't see the TV. Like everything is blurry. So I had to renew that prescription. So my glasses are in, and I was toying around with just sticking with the same frames and getting the lenses changed out. But I'm such a lens. What am I saying? I'm such a like frames like nerd that I just always love getting new like glasses and sunglasses, as you guys know. So that's what we're doing right now. Actually, I should leave and get to the eye doctor, and then I'm gonna head over to where Sarah is staying, pick her up, and normally she'd be staying here, but she's actually with her boyfriend. So they're at a hotel. And they will be coming here actually over the weekend, but he's here for work, which is why we decided to, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I can get into it a little bit, but I've got to run to the eye doctor's, pick her up, and then we're going to be recording our next few podcast episodes. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. We have some good topics coming up. So I just picked up my glasses. I want you to show you guys what they look like. Now I have my contacts in, so I'll try and keep my eyes open, but it really hurts to keep them open with this prescription. So here are the frames. So I ended up with Tom Ford. I don't know, I always seem to just really enjoy Tom Ford lenses. Is my phone slipping? Oh, I'm so annoyed. I put this new phone holder in my car and it seemed fine. And then all of a sudden now the adhesive is just like lifting. And it's been days. I let it cure for a long time, but nope. Oh well. Okay, so let's try this on. I can't see it all, so I hope they look good. So the woman that I usually see at the eyeglass place, or my optometrist here, she always helps me like pick out frames and stuff. She's super sweet. Her name is Jocelyn. I come to Elite Eye Care here in Vegas if anyone's interested. She's super sweet. And she wasn't there today. So I worked with, the other gentleman that I always see when I go in, and she just texted. It was like, how do you like them? Oh my gosh. I didn't know you were in here already. I mean, I guess I could go in and chat with her, but I need to go and get Sarah now. But I'm so happy with those because, I've been going with really heavy, here are the glasses that I wear for a distance at night. Like I've been going for really, heavy plastic frames for a really long time. I just like the way they look. I love like a statement frame. But you guys, it's just like every little thing now, like if it annoys me at all, I don't know, perimenopause, age, I'm just irritable. I don't know what the deal is. But if I'm like annoyed in the slightest bit regarding anything, I'm just like, whatever, I'm not dealing with that. And like, bigger plastic frames, like they're a little bit heavier. I can see the arms of the frames, I can see them in my peripheral vision. It never really bothered me before, but now I'm just like, ugh, like everything's just annoying me. So I wanted to get like lighter, thinner frames. So yeah, I like those. And I don't wear those. I'm not going to be wearing those glasses out too much. So that's good. Let's go get her. Hello, everyone. So here are my new glasses. I took my contacts out so I could wear these around and kind of get used to them since the prescription is a little different from my previous pair, but so far so good. It's like I can see my laptop in front of me. I can see the viewfinder here. I can see my TV out there. My God, life is good again. I couldn't see anything with my old glasses. I couldn't see close. I couldn't see far. I was like, oh man, this sucks. Anyway, I just got back from the podcast recording studio. I didn't vlog with Sarah. She's kind of going through some stuff. So we just shared it on the podcast. So I think it's okay that I share here. But her dad fell and broke his hip, and she didn't find out about it until the day before she was flying out here to Vegas. I'm laughing because I'm like, crazy, just crazy. So anyway, she basically touched down here in Vegas, dropped some luggage off at the hotel she's staying at because she's here with her boyfriend. Definitely stay tuned for that podcast episode. And got on a plane to go to LA. Anyway, she came back from LA yesterday. We were in the studio today, and when I went to go pick her up, we just started catching up, and she was talking about stuff with her dad, and so I didn't want to like stick a camera in her face because there was going to be enough of that recording the podcast episodes that we did. So we recorded 4, which I'm so happy. I'm really, really happy with these 4 episodes. Like, Sarah and I think we now have like 22 episodes under our belt, and today's 4 is like 26, I guess. Yeah, 26 episodes under our belt, and now I feel like, and we know each other really well. And so I think we've had a good rapport. Obviously, we're good friends, but I feel like we're kind of getting into the groove of it. We're really learning a lot with every episode that we upload. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience, but I'm really happy with the 4 that we recorded today. So I'm actually just sitting here trying to figure out what 4 we can record tomorrow. We have a long list, thank goodness. So I'm just gonna pull from that, figure out what seems most relevant right now, or what I feel comfortable like talking about, if there's anything relevant. So yeah, anyway, I'm back. I should probably save my voice. I'll vlog a bit more tomorrow, maybe hopefully get Sarah on camera so you guys can see her pretty face. I just wanted to show you my new glasses. My new glasses. I like how different they are. I mean, they're very basic, kind of like aviator kind of shape, but I love this like weirdo detail here with like the gold and like the nose or whatever. I just feel like it looks, it just looks different. It looks different, which I like. You guys know, I love me a weird pair of spectacles. That's it. I think I'm gonna just turn on the TV and like chill out. I've been watching Foundation on Apple TV. Excuse me. I just finished season 1, and that's heavy. That's heavy. I don't feel like I'm in the mood for that tonight. I don't want to start season 2. And I've been watching it with my husband, even though he has seen it already, but he's like, it's so dense. He's actually like thankful to be watching it again before he watches season 3, which he hasn't watched. So I think I'm gonna wait for him anyway. He's out because CES is in town, so he's at some like party tonight or whatever. So yeah, I think I'll wait for him. Or maybe I'll read. So I downloaded a new book, and you guys will be very happy to know that it's not a Victorian murder mystery. If you are unaware that that is my genre of choice, I love Victorian murder mysteries. I love that time period. I love murder mysteries. The only thing that I'm not the biggest fan of is that there always seems to be some sort of like love story kind of intertwined and interwoven in there or whatever. And that's, I couldn't care less. I don't like romance novels, like they're not my thing. So anyway, I don't even know the series that I've read because I've signed up for Kindle Unlimited. And so they recommend them to you or whatever. And I just read them one after the other. And they're great. They're not super deep. I read them before I go to sleep or whatever. They're very easy. They're page turners. It's totally fine. But I was like, I really need to kind of like break away from the Victorian murder mystery. And so, the Kindle Unlimited library it's not like all the books that are out there. It's a pretty, I don't want to say small. I mean, there's a lot of books, but you're not going to find like bestsellers on there or whatever. However, I found a bestseller, and it's called The Fourth Wind. I think it's Wing, the fourth Wing. And I had no idea what it was about. I just saw like New York Times bestseller and it's a series and I think the series is coming, it's being like adapted for television or something. I was like, oh wow, okay. So I downloaded it and I was like, wait, what am I reading? So it's for new adults. Now I've heard of young adult and I've heard of adult. I was like, what's new adult? So I actually had to look that up. It's basically for people ages like 18 to 25. So I'm like, oh, okay. Because young adult is sort of like teen years. So new adult is 18 to 25, had no idea. So I was like, oh, this is for 18 to 25-year-olds, okay. And it's a fantasy book, which is also a genre that I am not, romance and fantasy, not really my thing. But I'm like, it's a bestseller, let me just try it. It's something different, let me try it. And so far it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I can already tell though that there's gonna be some sort of romance. I mean, of course, it's a new adult book, but I'm actually I like the premise so far. There's dragons. I do like a dragon. So yeah, I'll let you know how that goes. And if you guys have read it, please let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Why was I telling you all this? Oh, because I don't feel like watching Foundation, it's too heavy. So I think I'll read this Fourth Wing is what it's called. I can't remember the author's name, hold on. This is the problem with reading books on Kindle. So I either read it on my Kindle or I read it on my iPad. And so you never see like the cover of the book. So that's why I have such a hard time remembering book titles or authors or whatever, because you know what I mean? Like you never see that cover art. Okay, so it is Fourth Wing, like a wing. And the author, Rebecca Yarros, Yarros. Fly or Die. #1 New York Times bestselling author Tracy Wolff says, the most brutally addictive fantasy I've read in a decade. So I'm, where am I? I'm 20% in, basically. All right, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna save my voice. 4 more hours in the studio tomorrow. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Good morning. It is raining out and it's super, well, not right now, but it's been super windy. This is so unusual for Vegas. And yes, I have a full face of makeup on because I actually woke up early and filmed the Chanel Rouge Noir collection video, which you guys should have seen by now. If all goes to plan, you will have seen that already. It would have been the video before this one. Anyway, I got a great night's rest, got up and filmed. Now I'm gonna wash all of this off, get dressed, put on less dramatic makeup, and go pick up Sarah and head to the podcast studio. Day two, another 4 hours. We were just chatting back and forth about the 4 episodes we're thinking we should do today. I really, really like this batch of episodes that we're doing because we really kind of, well, we're trying to like hone in and really create content that is relatable. I feel like a lot of our first episodes were about like, kind of getting to know us and just sort of sharing shared experiences or whatever. But I think now we're kind of really digging into like being women in our 50s and what does that mean and what has changed and what didn't we expect, like all of those things. So yeah. Anyway, I think you guys are going to really enjoy these upcoming episodes. But I did want to show you guys, this came in during Mishmas. La Mer sent me this gorgeous holiday box of all of my favorites. They basically re-upped me on my favorites. We've got the moisturizing cream, which you guys know I love. The concentrate, which I started to use this past year, I want to say. Absolutely divine. The treatment lotion, which I actually just purchased myself during that 20% off coupon at Sephora, that like one-time use coupon in December. I used it and got a bottle of this, so nice to have a backup. I absolutely love this. And then the regenerating serum, which I don't think I've actually used or tried, but I'm definitely gonna have to give that a shot. Look how cute that is. So that was so nice of them. I'm actually downstairs in my office because I was just filming and I was like, oh, let me just shower quickly down here because I've got all my stuff down here, except for a cleansing balm. So maybe I will get ready. Yeah, how do I not have any down here? That's so stupid. I guess I'll get ready upstairs. All right. And, oh, we've got Butters by the fire. Hi, baby. Were you getting too hot? She starts to like slink away from the fire the longer she's here and the longer we have it on. It's so nice, right? Hey guys, I'm in the podcast recording studio. We just finished up 4 episodes. Sarah and I are really tired. We're really tired. 2 days back to back, basically 8 hours of recording is kind of a lot. It's kind of a lot. We're thinking in the future we need to break up our days a little bit. But anyway, Sarah's actually changing, but we're gonna go grab some lunch now, rest our voices a little bit, and then I think we're gonna get froyo. I think we need to reward ourselves with a little bit of a treat. But I don't know where to go grab lunch. The weather outside is frightful. It is rainy. It is very, very windy. So I think we want something like warm and comfort-y. Sarah loves Mexican. I'm not the biggest fan of Mexican, but maybe she'll want that. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so I've got Miss Sarah. Here she is.
Here I is.
So she's borrowing my sweater because Miss Thang packed like it was, I don't know, July here.
I don't know what is wrong with me.
She had on this like skimpy little tank top and I'm like bundled up in a huge sweater. I was like, are you cold? She was like, yeah, freezing.
I'm freezing.
Like, here, take this sweater. But I think everyone thinks Vegas is going to be just hot.
It's a true story.
And it's not. It's not this time of year. Okay, anyway, we are off to lunch. I am going to take... Actually, where am I going to take you? So I have my favorite Greek place. I think I've taken you guys there. It's the Great Greek Mediterranean. And it's a chain. So we can go someplace around here. Hopefully I can find one.
Great.
So that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to grab froyo.
What?
Good morning. I kind of forgot to vlog after Sarah and I left the studio yesterday. We headed over to the Great Greek Mediterranean Cafe, and it dawned on me that I was not vlogging when I was pretty much done with my lunch. So here's a shot of my almost empty plate. It was delicious. I had salmon fillet, I wanted French fries, I needed like some comfort food, so I had the salmon, French fries, and then a side salad. So that was it. And we were gonna go to Yogurtland afterwards, but it was already getting kind of late in the day or whatever, and Sarah and her boyfriend are actually coming tomorrow to stay with us for a few days. And Sarah and I have one more day in the studio. So we were like, you know what, we've got plenty of time. I made 1,000 plans for like different meals everywhere, all around Las Vegas and Henderson. So she's like, I think we're okay on food. On food for now. So anyway, I just dropped her off at the hotel and I had to rush back here and edit a video. But you guys, I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well today. So I woke up this morning, I had an appointment with my trainer. I woke up and I was dizzy. And, you know, unfortunately, it's not totally unusual for me to wake up dizzy because I suffer from vertigo. I get dizzy when, you know, I have seasonal allergies. I get dizzy if I have, you know, too much sugar. Like I have a very sensitive situation here. And so I woke up dizzy and I was like, it's okay. It usually within 5 minutes, it's gone and I feel like steady. This morning, you know, I went about my business, put my contacts in, changed to my gym clothes or whatever, started to head downstairs and I'm like, I still feel dizzy and it was starting to make me feel nauseous. And I was like, all right, let me get some coffee, let me get some food in my stomach, go downstairs. And the dizziness just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And it was like, I couldn't move. It was like every time I kind of like spun around or looked in a different direction, it was like I had to stop. It was almost like I kept getting head rushes, but it's different. It's not exactly like a head rush. Anyway, so I've just been really, really dizzy. I canceled my appointment with my trainer. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way I'm gonna be able to like lift weights today. So I canceled with him, which I don't like doing last minute. But it just felt like vertigo was gonna come on. Like if I just didn't steady myself and take care of this dizziness, that the vertigo was gonna come on. Like it was, I don't know, if any of you guys suffer from vertigo, you know what I'm saying. Like you can feel it come on. It's almost like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's so strange. My husband doesn't suffer from vertigo. And every time he has seen me go through it and I'm just like suffering, he's like, does it hurt? And I'm like, No, but yes, it's so strange. It's so strange. It's a dizziness, but it's different. Anyway, so I went back to sleep because I was like, I cannot be like conscious right now. So I went back to sleep and I woke up and I felt a little bit better, but I still feel a little weird. So sorry if I'm just like trying not to move my head and I'm just like moving my eyes looking at you guys. But you know what I think I realized it was, if you guys remember, I got new glasses. And I didn't think this was gonna be a big deal because it's not like I wear these glasses all day. I wear them before bed, I wear them when I wake up, not a big deal. Last night, I got into bed and I was so tired, right? I had been in the studio with Sarah, I just finished editing a video. I had like a really late dinner because I was like, I'm just tired, I need to go to bed. I got into bed and then all of a sudden I was kind of like wired. So then I started reading that book that I was telling you guys about, The Fourth Wing. And I just got to the part where they're introducing the dragons. So I got totally sucked in. So I was wearing these glasses a lot longer. Sorry, that was the point of my story. I ended up wearing these glasses a lot longer last night than I normally do because I read for like 2 hours. Totally lost track of time. Read for like 2 hours. And I was reading with these glasses. And I think that's what did it. That's my theory. I hope, because usually there's a pretty good reason for this happening. You know, like the last time I was dizzy for a while and could feel like the vertigo coming on was when I went on that roller coaster in Osaka. Very, very clear correlation there. This time I think it's the glasses. So anyway, tonight I'll put them on. I think I need to just start timing it, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and that's it, and just like take them off. Maybe put my old glasses on or just go to sleep at that point. But the timing is really funny because Sarah and I actually recorded a podcast episode yesterday talking about how there are things that we can't tolerate anymore now that we're in our 50s. And when I was thinking about this topic, I was thinking about just like stuff I can't deal with anymore because I'm older, like loud restaurants or whatever. This episode's coming, by the way. Loud restaurants or whatever. But Sarah took it as like, well, my body has completely changed and there's just things that I cannot physically tolerate anymore. And then we just started talking about how, well, getting older is not for the weak and how like, it's just not what we expected and how we're just more, I mean, she kept using the word fragile, but I'm like, I don't think it's fragile necessarily, but like, because we just heal so much more slowly, at least for me personally, I feel like I'm healing so much more slowly. It takes me so much longer to get over stuff. It's like my body is just running at a slower pace. So it just takes me so much longer to get used to things like change, like glasses or whatever. And that I need to remember that and take that into account. Getting older, it is completely bonkers. So anyway, so I'm not doing great. I'm trying to put on a happy face for you guys, but yeah, I'm probably gonna have to like finish out this vlog and just like lay back down because I just feel funky. I just took a shower because I'm like, that'll probably make me feel better. Getting that hot water on the back of my neck, I do feel a little bit better, like a little bit better. A shower always helps, right? So I'm gonna get ready and then, I have something to show you guys. You guys, I scored something off of the RealReal. I don't purchase like used products that much. I don't know, I never really seem to find anything that I like, exactly that I like on those sites, but I was doing a search, just, cruising online. I was doing a search for Sakai clothing and a picture of this particular item came up and I remember eyeing this when it was like of a current season. I think this is probably at least like oh my God, you guys, time has no meaning. I think 2 or 3 years old-ish. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Sakai, let us know down below in the comment section. But I was like, oh my God, I loved this piece. Of course, out of stores, sold out everywhere, whatever, because it is so old. But they had it on the RealReal and it was in my size, which is also another thing. Like I feel like if I see something on these pre-loved sites, they're never in my size. So anyway, look at this beauty. It looks like a cardigan up top, but it's sewn into this woven. How cool is that? I'm gonna put it on. I was gonna like put on a whole outfit with this, like gray trousers or whatever, but like I said, I'm not feeling well, so I'm just gonna like lay down after I'm done vlogging with you guys. Look at this. Okay, super chunky, super duper chunky knit. From what I can tell, this feels like wool. It doesn't feel like cashmere. It's not that soft. You guys know how much I love a knit. And then, here, let me angle you guys down. And then it's got pockets here, and then it's like a coat. It's like a long coat. How cool is that? Oh my God, I love this piece so much. And let me just show you the inside, because the construction is so amazing. Look at this netting that they have inside the piece. Not only does it stabilize it, but it helps them sew the woven pieces in. If you ever try and, sew like woven to knit, it's very challenging because wovens don't really stretch. I mean, unless it's on the bias, but it's not a stretchy material. Knits are very stretchy material. So, in order to not warp the knit, you have to combine the two very carefully. And so this was how they did it. A lot of the woven is actually sewn onto the netting, and the netting is like lining, stabilizing, and connecting it to the knit. How cool is that? I'm sorry, that is just so amazing. And then you can see that the edges are bound. I mean, such detail. Here's the inside of the pocket, completely finished. So there's like no raw edge. Oh my God, so good. So good. Anyway, this piece is, I remember it was marketed as a jacket. Whoops. It's marketed as a jacket or coat, but because it's knit on top, I feel like I could wear it as a cardigan. I mean, it is hella thick. Hella thick. This is like for Chicago or Maine, like this is probably not something I'm going to wear very often here in Vegas, but whenever I go to like Michigan or New York or whatever in the wintertime, this is going to be absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh, but I just wanted to show you guys because I can't believe I scored this. And of course it was much less expensive than the retail price. I don't know that they had the retail price listed on the RealReal. I don't think so, but it was most definitely off of the retail price, like at least like 50–60%. Oh, because the RealReal was having a sale off of their already like resale price. They were having an additional 10% off of this. So, my God, such a good score. And the condition is so good. I don't see like any flaws. There are no stains. There are no pulled stitches. There's no pilling or anything. I just love this so much. Is this not the coolest? I'm so excited. I feel so lucky to have scored this. Hi, baby. You want to keep me company on the couch? You want to snuggle on the couch? Mommy's not feeling great. So I just came downstairs. My husband, my thoughtful husband, went to the UPS store to grab some PR packages. And there was one that caught my attention. I had to open it up immediately. It was for Tom Ford Beauty. And I was like, I don't usually get PR from them. I've started to just a little bit more recently this past year. And it's always been fragrance, which great, love it. But this was a really big box, and this was inside. So I was like, is this just perfume? I know they came out with the, is it the fig? Like fig erotic? Their names are crazy. Something like that. But this actually has some makeup in there. So I just wanted to show you guys. So I don't know, they included like 2 cards. So yeah, this I think basically, wow. The dizziness is really setting in. This box I think is basically to announce that Tom Ford Beauty is going to be at Ulta. And so the Soleil Neige is over there. But then it looks like they also included the Soleil Neige color collection. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this came out in October. That's usually when the Soleil Neige collection comes out, like September, October-ish. But here's the box. So pretty, so Soleil Neige. And Soleil Neige is one of the few Tom Ford, not one of the few, what am I saying? Soleil Neige is the one perfume that I really, really love, that it comes in that sparkly oil. I just got the Coco, the Chanel Coco Mademoiselle one, which I also really love. I actually need to talk about that. That one is actually my favorite. But before that, my favorite was the Tom Ford Soleil Neige. Anyway, what am I rambling about? So they sent over, look at this. So the Soleil Neige, and then the eye color quad, the cream blush, and that I was actually gonna purchase myself. But you know, I have to say, I don't know. I don't know what's going on over at Tom Ford Beauty. They just got a new creative director for the ready to wear. I don't know if he's also going to be the creative director for beauty. They're probably gonna be revamping it. Usually when you get a new creative director for like the fashion side, you know, they kind of want it aligned. They're probably waiting to see if he works out. I hope he does. I really liked that collection that he came out with for Tom Ford. Anyway, I don't know. So I just have kind of like backed away from purchasing too much Tom Ford because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like a lot of the stuff feels like they're just dialing it in, or it's just repackaged, you know, products that have been popular. Like I think they just repackaged, is it Disco Dust? Oh, for the Fig. So the Fig Erotic, I think, is the new perfume, and they're coming out with like a related color collection, actually much like this. And the packaging looks really, really beautiful, like really beautiful. But I think the eye color quad, I was like, ooh, what are they gonna do with it? I think it's just Disco Dust. So I was like, okay, we're just doing that for now. So yeah, anyway, I wanted to get this cream blush from Tom Ford, but I was like, you know what, let's just see like what happens with this brand. But let's take a look at this. So the shade is 01 Alpine Blush. Ooh, well, that's pretty. Really, really pretty. I think it's a little bit too late for me to do like a Soleil Neige try-on collection because it has been out for so long, but I think I'll incorporate these pieces, you know, into like a trying to make a video soon or something, or maybe do a short. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have an opinion. So this eye color quad is in Chalet Mink #1. So this one actually is unique. This is not a like repackaged re-promote of an existing quad. This is pretty. This is really pretty. And is this, because I really like the eye color creme quad? No, this is just a straight up eye color quad. Yeah, so we've got 3 mattes and a shimmer. This is pretty. This is prettier in person than at least the pictures that I saw online. The pictures I saw online, everything looked a lot warmer. Like this looked like peach, but it's not. It's more of, I don't know, like a pinky clay color versus like a straight up peach. So yeah, I'm actually a little bit more excited about this collection than I thought I would be. And then they did also send, let's see, 3 Ultra Shine lip colors. I remember the Soleil Neige collection that came out, this was probably in 2019 or 2020. That Soleil Neige collection, I will never forget. It like blew my mind. It was so, so good. They came out with 3 eye color quads that were of their wet dry formula. Ooh, I mean, I've decluttered them because it's so old at this point, but oh my God, was that collection so good. I should like dig back, because I did a video on it. I should dig back to that video and like just refresh my memory on like when Tom Ford Beauty was at its peak. It was so good. Okay, shut up, Michelle. This one is #1, what's Peak Glamour. Ooh, okay, that's Peak Glamour. Admittedly, probably not a color I'm gonna wear very often. And then we've got Rose d'Hiver. Looks very similar in the tube. Let's see. Oh no, it's warmer. It's a little bit more of like a burnt. Interesting choice. You know, Tom Ford is so good, or they were so good, like their lipsticks, their nude lipsticks. They always had such a special like undertone to them. Oh, I'm really, really going down memory lane. This one is #3, Fireside. Looks similar in the tube. Yeah, I'm surprised at these colors. Oh, this one is, ooh, that one's my favorite. So it has like a little bit of warmth, but there's like a little bit of blue in there too. Yeah, I guess I would kind of categorize that as cool. The first one is more of a neutral, the second one is like a warm, and this one is like a cool tone. I don't know if the camera's picking it up right. It's one of those really interesting colors where you're like, is it purple? Is it pink? Is it brown? It's one of those. Well, in any case, no matter what is going on over at that brand, I really appreciate this package. Thank you so much, Tom Ford Beauty, for sending this over. Well, I'm all prepared for snuggle time. I've got my snuggle partner here. You ready to snuggle with mommy? It is actually I was gonna say it's the coldest day of the year so far. Well, it is actually the coldest day of the year. It is the coldest day of the year so far. So this morning, when I was gonna go to the gym before I realized the dizziness was not gonna go away, I checked the temperature and it was 32, which is fairly normal before the sun rises in January here, but it felt like 18. That's unusual. Our like real weather and feels like weather is usually not that far off. And so I was like, what is going on? Apparently there's a wind advisory. So when it's windy here, it's really windy here, like real windy. Tumbleweeds windy, right, Butters? And that's what has brought down the temperature. So anyway, it's a good day to snuggles. Wouldn't you say? I've got the TV in front of me. I've got my iPad here if I want to read my book. I also have my knitting. I never know what is going to bother my head when I'm dizzy or not bother my head when I'm dizzy. Sometimes knitting is fine because I don't have to like pay attention too closely. Like I can knit without looking at it. So sometimes that's okay. Reading sometimes is okay because it's right here and I don't have to like my eyes don't have to move that much side to side. And then sometimes the TV is better because it's far away. I just never know. I never know. Sometimes one doesn't bother me over the others. It's so strange. Anyway, but I'm all prepared. Are you prepared, Butters? Do you have anything to do? Do you want to knit yourself a little sweater? She hates clothes. I don't think you would like that at all. You definitely wouldn't like a hat. Because I've bought her some sweatshirts with like a little hood that comes up. Hates it. Maybe we can knit you a little neckerchief? We could do that. Maybe not socks, but like little leg warmers. We could do 4 little leg warmers for you. That could be very chic. Maybe in like a black cashmere. I've had 2 dogs as an adult, and neither of them have liked clothing. Neither of them. I'm like, come on. Don't you want to put on a cute sweater? No, neither of them. Can we say hi to everyone again? Oh, come here. You're such a cutie pie. You look like you are in snuggle mode. All right, guys. Well, I'm not going to make you watch me lay here like a lump on a log. I'm going to try and get my head on straight. Hopefully this won't last too long. But my next vlog will have Sarah and all of our restaurant adventures. I really made a ton of reservations for us. I'm really excited. I really have to feel better before they come tomorrow. And we're back in the podcast studio. Anyway, should be a fun vlog next time. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Butters, do you have anything to say? All right. Bye, guys. See you next time.